Hello again. This is my second take of doing this look because the first time I did it, I wanted to show you guys a summer look that I'll probably be rocking all summer, and I realized after I did it all, I'm like, I don't really do that much every day. So I wanted to take a couple steps backwards and show you what I would do for the everyday. For the most part, I upped my eyes a little bit just because I'm excited to show off my new Morphe palette. But this is pretty close to what I do. So I hope you enjoy it as well, and this is something practical enough. And I explain several different ways to do it if you don't want to go all out. Before we work with the face, we're going to do eyeshadow first so that it doesn't mess everything up that you just did. And I think even when you're trying to simplify your makeup, if you're going to do eyeshadow, you need to have a good base no matter what, otherwise it's pointless and it might not last long enough or it might not blend well. So if you're going to do it right and start with a good base. What I like to start with is eyelid primer or eyeshadow primer. But you could also use a concealer if you want. I just like it, the one concealer I have, I like it for concealer, but it's a little too thick for my eyes. So my eyeshadow primer is a little bit smoother. I just rub a little bit in with my finger and make sure to get it up to the brow bone. Once you have that, grab a skin colored powder, and I like it when it's a little bit lighter than your skin, and a sponge as well, and just put that on your eye. And this just gives us a nice clean slate so that when you're adding color on, you have a nice smooth, even colored surface you're working with. So grab your palette. Hopefully you have Morphe too. I love Morphe. I just got this palette. It has some really great fall tones, but it's great for summer too because it has those gold tones in there and just a lot of great neutral shades. I normally, like my go-to is like a little bit of gold shimmer mixed in there. Today I'm gonna stay away from that and do something a little bit different and just do like a nice matte base. Something that you can definitely wear every day and just fits in with summer so well. I'm going to use the M441 brush from Morphe and use that with this kind of a little bit lighter bronze tone. It's going to be in between my lightest color and my darkest color. And this is my transition shade, so it's going to go right about on my brow bone, a little bit below it to connect my brow bone to the crease color. Because of the long bristles, this brush is great for so many things. Just try not to control it too much and have nice soft movements. Next, I'll use the M433 brush, and I'm going to go to my lightest color now, which I actually got from L'Oreal. It's a really white color, but I love that for summer because it brightens everything up so much. And I'm just going to put it in the corner of my eyes right here, just before I put it on any darker color so it doesn't get overpowered by that. Whenever I want to concentrate color in a smaller area, I do more of a tapping motion than moving it side to side. And now the fun stuff, we're going to do the crease, and that's going to be the darkest color that you choose. I chose this really warm red raspberry color. I'm going to use my E22 Morphe brush for this. Again, really soft motions. You're going to fill in the crease and create a V, bringing the color down to right above your lash line. Using the same brush, I'm going to choose a color a little bit lighter than that one. I really like this one. And that's just going to go on the middle part of my eye, right in here, to connect this lightest color to this darkest one. And I might bring that up a little bit as well. So I think I'm just going to go back in with that transition color again that we used first, just because I want to warm it up a little bit more than it is right now. So I think I like how it is right now. I'm not going to play with it anymore. So we're going to go back to that white shadow and the M433 brush again and go back in on this inside corner. I'm also going to bring that up to my brow bone just to highlight that really good. The eyeshadow is pretty much done, so I like to do foundation now and all of that, and then I'll go back in with the eyeliner and mascara to finish it off. So to start things off, something I do in the summer that I don't do in the winter as much is BB cream. And I found this one from L'Oreal that is anti-redness. So it's color corrective, which means it has a little bit of it's like a light green tint, and as you work it in, the beads release and give you a foundation color into it as well. But it really, really helps the redness on my face, which is like my biggest complaint about my skin is how red it gets sometimes, because whenever my makeup starts to wear, the red just like shines right through. So you don't have to put as much of this on, which is great. You're not kicking on makeup to cover up, you know, any color spots that you have. I believe they also have one for under eyes, which I might get as well. And I think if that's like a peach color to offset the kind of blueness, darkness underneath your eyes. You really don't need to use that much. In the places that are more red, I like to tap my finger instead of rubbing it around, just to make sure that it's on there really well. This side of my face has the BB cream on it, and it's just such a difference. I mean, I use such a little amount, and the redness is almost completely gone. So now I'll finish my face with this. You'll see now that the BB cream is getting a little darker, and that's because I worked it in a little bit more. And it's a little bit darker than I'd like, but a lot of the reason it looks kind of blotchy right now is because I don't put the BB cream all over my face. I just concentrate it on my red areas. So now I'm going to put on my actual foundation, which will even that all out so you don't have that. Yay, more of the beauty blender. I like to use a lighter to medium coverage, and the sponge is my favorite. Next will be a skin colored pressed powder, just to set all of this into place and get rid of some of that shine. If you want more of a glow, you might want to skip this step, but I tend to have a little bit oily and shiny skin. Alrighty, now depending on how much time you have and how quick and easy you want to make this, there are 3 different things that I'll add. Those are blush, bronzer, and illuminator. I'll either put on just blush right on my cheekbones, I'll put on blush and illuminator above my cheekbones, or I'll put on all 3 with the bronzer right under this cheekbone. Well, not just both cheekbones, right under your cheekbones. You're going to put that there. On the days when I'm in a hurry, I'll seriously sometimes just use blush. I think it gives some nice color and definition. So this is what it would look like if you did just the blush. Now I'm going to add illuminator right above that using my M438 brush from Morphe. And I've learned not to go too crazy with this because you don't want to be completely shiny, so just a little bit does the trick. And last, a little bit of bronzer, and that will be with my E34 brush. I'm never gonna remember these brush names. Get right under your cheekbones, right under the blush, and bring it over to your temples and a little bit on your forehead as well. Normally all you'd have to do next is eyeliner and mascara, but I took a look at my eyeshadow a little bit more and I don't love the white. There's a lot of white going on, so I'm gonna again warm that up a little bit right now, just going in with my mid-tone colors. I just put some dark brown eyeliner on my waterline on the bottom and a little bit on the top. The mascara is on and we are all set. Thank you for watching and for bearing with me as I couldn't make up my mind of how my eyes were supposed to look, but that happens. So I'll have videos out next Wednesday. If you haven't heard, that's what I do. And yeah, have a great rest of your week. Bye.